Hello all, just an addendum to the last video, because sometimes I rush these, I miss out certain aspects and it's not very good. So I was going to talk about the Syrophoenician woman here and the crumbs on the table, Jesus moment here, and it really is it's not good for people who are saying that Jesus is just morally perfect through the Gospels. In no way is this instance in Mark 7 here in Matthew 15, can this be portrayed as something that Jesus says that is good or wholesome or moral? It's a really strange moment here, and I don't know why it's here. I would have just removed it because it's just not good. And it goes like this: let the children be fed first, for it is not fair to take the children's bread and throw it to the dogs. This is Mark 7:27. And the woman replies, "Sir, even the dogs under the table eat the children's crumbs." This is 7:28. So impressed, Jesus grants her the request after essentially calling her a dog. It's, in the ancient Mediterranean, dog was a degrading term. Of course, it still is, often used by Jews to refer to Gentiles and unclean outsiders. The insult sounds racist or xenophobic by modern standards. Jesus denies help to her daughter, who is sick, on this basis, and on the ethnicity here of her. The initial refusal or compassion here is quite evident. Unlike other healings, Jesus resists helping until pressured. He seems to test or belittle her rather than act for immediate compassion. Why? What did the woman do? What did her child do? Critics would argue that a truly loving moral teacher shouldn't withhold mercy to take a rhetorical point. The woman outsmarts Jesus. And it's not really an outsmarting. I mean, even the dogs get will get the morsels from the food left over. The narrative almost suggests the woman's persistence corrects Jesus' exclusivist stance. Some interpreters say this shows Jesus leaning or learning from a marginalized Gentile woman. So Jesus is now learning. He's God, according to a lot of Christians, which, depending on perspective, either makes him humanly admirable, willing to learn, or morally flawed, initially wrong. Implications about outsiders here. So the metaphor implies non-Jews are lesser, only deserving crumbs after Israel has been fed. This reinforces a hierarchy of worth. Okay, in this instance, at least, of worth that clashes with later universalist Christian teachers. So I just wanted to put that out there. It's not very nice. It's not really reflected upon anywhere. It's just a short teaching, but it's one of these instances here where Jesus can just be said to be quite odious, an odious character. I obviously wanted to say quickly that there are many moral teachings in the New Testament. The Sermon on the Mount has been roundly held up as a real pinnacle of learning in ancient times on morals. But almost every instance on the sermon can be taken from especially ancient Greco-Roman moral teachings. There was a pedigree in the Roman world hundreds of years before the Gospels were written, for forgiveness, for charity, for doing good things. For the golden rule is a Greek standpoint. Doing unto others as they would have done unto you. I mean, I think you can even outshine that and say, just do no harm. Some people, some psychopathic individuals, some people up here who are not fully cognizant of what they're doing or unstable, invite pain on themselves. This is quite well known today. They can be vicious people because they have been hurt as well, and their hurting breeds hurt. So just do no wrong as much as you possibly can. And I think that is a better rule to stand by. Of course, defend yourself if need be. Of course, look after yourself and stand up for yourself. But being passionate about morality always involves being smart and judicious with that morality as well. It is important sometimes to teach people how to behave with a little bit of sternness and boundaries being set. Every parent will know this. I'm not a parent, but anyway, peace and love. Take it easy. Bye bye.